I didn't want to make a video about this, but it's just at the point now that it has to be made. I mean, on the truth is, what the living hell is wrong with Will Smith? Like, Unc has completely lost the plot. I wake up in the middle of the night, I check a video, and you got this nigga looking like a lollipop kid in The Wizard of Oz. Now, to me, it's a humiliation ritual. I don't understand what the fuck this nigga gains from putting on a dunce hat, having his legs split open like he just Gabby Douglas as soon as she won the gold medal. And it's just cringe. I mean, honestly, it's hurting my heart to see the GOAT fall like this. And I don't really understand, how do you go from slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars to looking like, I mean, God honest, he literally looks like a fucking gumdrop kid. it's it's completely out of left field. And I feel like they're trying to emasculate Will. After slapping Chris Rock, he has to prove to the world, at least convince the world, that he's not this angry black man. So they have to emasculate him. They have to show that he's not a threat to help them start to get the positions back in Hollywood. I don't really understand it because, you know, the slap to Chris Rock was one of the best things to happen in both of their careers, including the Oscars careers. It was the best it did for ratings. I mean, the Oscars literally had more viewers the year right after the slap than it did the year following that. So it helped them tremendously. So I can't necessarily say that the elites were specifically mad with Will for the slap, but they do have to emasculate him. You can't really have no dominant black men in 2025. That's not really the brand they're trying to push and portray. They need to emasculate you. They need black men to be flamboyant, because flamboyancy, it leads to dependency, and dependency leads to submission, and they need submission moving forward. So I mean, it's just kind of sad to see what's happening to Will. He's been embarrassed time and time again, and even his kids are spiraling out, which just shows that no matter how good of a parent you can be, if you on some weird shit, your kid's gonna come out weird too. But let's go ahead and play the clips.
Now, there are celebrities who have accepted the poly and non-monogamous relationships. Some we know, Will Smith and Jada, they've been open about they have an open relationship.
But Will like guys.
You see what I'm saying?
Huh?
Why is it that this nigga's being humiliated all of 2025? Any video that I'm seeing of Will Smith, it's a video that I wish I hadn't seen. And some reason he's coming out to be a rapper again. Who the fuck woke up and requested Will Smith music? What is he gaining? This dude can't even chart on the top 90 on the Billboard. Yet he has dropped an entire album. And the promotion for the album is so fucking extra, bro. It's as if that you would think this is his only opportunity he has left. This nigga is literally going full promo. And it's some of the most cringe shit you've seen. Trust me, you're going to see it in a few minutes. But to have this to come out with also all of the homosexual allegations, why is all of the allegations against Will Smith coming to light in 2025? I mean, it's been coming out since 2002s, but the reason that it's getting in front of the people because they want it to be seen. They're trying to emasculate the men. I think Will Smith is preparing a rollout to come out the closet. That's my theory. I think Will Smith will be coming out the closet in this decade. I think before the 2030s, we'll actually see Will Smith verify his sexuality, which he might come out as bisexual. I don't see him coming out as completely gay, but I see the pieces being played to that. I mean, it's the only thing that makes sense. Plus, his kids are grown, so he don't have to live a lie anymore. I mean, honestly, who fumbles Margaret Robbie and is a straight man? It was intentional. The dude's gay as hell.
Will like guys.
How you know?
I live in LA. Does that make sense to you?
No.
I live in Los Angeles. There's a lot of opportunities I don't get because the guys don't want me to see them with their boyfriends. And I've suffered from that. It's like everybody know anyway. Everybody know anyway. So I'm saying, like, do you think me saying Will like guys, because I said it and I can't take it back.
Yeah.
Because I believe it. I know it for the most.
I've covered this video before, but like you said, most people in LA, almost anyone in Hollywood or even influencer life have heard allegations of Will Smith liking to bend over, and that's not to pick up any cash that he dropped. I find it odd that Cam Newton, when he was approached with that information saying that, oh, it's because I'm in LA, he already understood what that meant because he knows that anyone in Hollywood has heard the stories before. But of course, he got to protect his career. I mean, this dude is still an employee.
Smart. By me saying that, I hope it doesn't strike a nerve in anybody, but I'm saying I live in LA.
Yeah.
And there's a lifestyle that is kept quiet.
A secret society.
Yeah, and it's like people like me suffer from this lifestyle because of the shame that some guys have of how they like to move. And I don't think that however you move is something you should hold against me. I think it's unfair.
Including this video, which is odd. Isn't this dude still married? So, you know, just like 4 or 5 weeks ago, he released some strange video for a song. This is how you know his music career has been failing, and it's kind of hard to talk about Will Smith's music career in 2025, but the dude is still actively married and making these collaborations with women that's extremely sensual. I mean, it's super suspect. He goes out, do this player shit, and then come out flamboyant as hell on the next promo. I cannot put my finger on it. It's just so weird, man. I don't know what's up with this nigga. The marketing promo, I want to ask you, those that's watched the comments, that's watching the video. How many random videos have you seen of Will Smith this year? What is his comeback? This nigga's not dropping movies. He's dropping music. What is his comeback? It's making me wonder, did Will Smith get canceled and this is the only way he can survive? Dude, there's no way you're going to convince me that Will Smith is getting paid big for his music unless he's selling out venues and shows. That would make sense. But the shit is so cringe and embarrassing. It's like, how is this your marketing rollout? Why is every video for his music, all of his music that he's dropping, every video that he's dropping is completely the most cringe shit you ever seen all time?
They just found out. We always known it. Oh, you fancy, huh?
Here's another one with Tiana Taylor. Will Smith music rollout this year has been some of the most
Oh,
cringe
you
shit I've seen in my
priceless.
life.
Did you antsy, huh?
Anything I'm seeing of Will, he's always being so loose and fluid, you know, it's flamboyancy. I just don't get it, bro. I'm telling you guys, you can call me out to be a liar. His 2025 promo run has been, to me, he's doing the best job he can of destroying his whole career. I don't know why he wants to destroy his impact, his image, and I'm telling you, he's bringing out this flamboyancy. He's trying to make it acceptable for people to see him this way, to see him in this light. Like, Will's always been goofy and kind of like, you know, relaxed, not too serious, tough type guy. I feel like Jada broke him. He's embracing being a broken man. I mean, him acting like a little giddy ass kid, smiling all the time. At the end of the day, it's not human. It's not reality. He's the actor. He's playing a role. Why is he playing this role? Why is he in the camera? Why is he using this conspiracy? I'm creating my conspiracy of him being a quote unquote music artist again to push some of the worst shit you've seen of Will, because they need an excuse to put content in front of you. All they have to have is a narrative. The narrative is that Will Smith started his music career, but the actuality of it is that it's a promo run, a humiliation, if you will, to change people's perception of Will Smith, which will open doors for more movie roles. He'll no longer be seen as the asshole that slapped Chris Rock. He'll be the fun, goofy, flamboyant guy that you can laugh with, that you can understand, that you can be a fan of. You see, it's one thing to be a dominant, angry, strong man, this and that, but you got this black dude. You can't have that in Hollywood. You can't have that. You can't have no masculinity or any of that. And I'm not saying that it's masculine to go slap the hell out of Chris Rock, because I'll be honest, that's some feminine shit itself. I didn't like what the man's saying. I'm gonna slap the shit out of him. I'm like, yeah, defend your wife, bro. But it's a time and place for everything. Don't slap a nigga on the Oscars, bro. You know? And just like a woman, Will Smith, he in my opinion, he got off. He didn't really have to suffer any consequences from that. You might say the humiliation ritual was a consequence. I would agree with that if it didn't appear that Will Smith is the type of person that is enjoying it.
People talk about rock bottom, that when you hit rock bottom is when
Now, this is a very interesting clip, and I think it needs to be seen right now. Shout out to Sweet Tea. I'll never give up my love for Sweet Tea. Even if I'm in Miami, I still love my southern Sweet Tea. I know Miami is considered the South, but it's not really the South. It's I call Miami the imaginary South. Although we are here geographically, culturally, we're not in the South. But nonetheless, I think this video needs to be seen. It explains a lot about Will Smith, how he got to where he is and where he wants to head. He does have an extremely resilient mindset, and I'll be honest, any interview with Will Smith, they're almost worth watching, because he has a way of giving you a unique perspective on life.
you'll make a change. But there's a corresponding place that I call cliff top, right?
Like you could be too high.
Where you get so high that you realize literally none of the stuff can make you happy. Right. After you can get to the end of the material world. You get to the end of money. You get to the end of sex. You get to the end of fame. You have so much, and then you like go off of a cliff into the same kind of abyss that you'd be.
And that's where I think he is. I'm glad he mentioned this. He's at the very top. He reached the very, very top of the peaks that he started to feel empty. So Will is at the point where he's wanting for more, and I think that's what leads to a lot of these men becoming freaky frog niggas. You look at the Shannon Sharp thing, and you see the stuff that it seems that he's into, and you think, how the hell do you get so successful, so rich, and so powerful, and you willing to risk it all being a freak? Because once you get told yes so much, I think they start lusting for things that they used to say no to. Because you've experienced it all. It's like, what else is there to experience in life? I reached it to the very top. There's nothing more for me. And they feel like they need to explore to feel alive again. And
Scared of slipping into it rock bottom, right? Where life loses all of its ability to sustain and please you. Right. And then the only thing that's left, the same thing at rock bottom, the only thing that's left at cliff top is you have to find what you're actually looking for, and what you're actually looking for is you. You're looking for you. You're running around, right? When you like a woman and you like being with a woman, it's because you like how you feel. Right. You like what's happening inside of you. When you have money, it's like, yeah, it's cool to buy things, but it's not the money. You like how you feel inside. Right. It's unleashing a feeling inside. And at rock bottom and at cliff top, what you have to learn how to do is generate that feeling without anything external. You have to learn how to like you so much that you like being alive so much that you bring positive energy that's not generated by stuff, right? Because stuff is coming and going. Right. Like people are coming and going. Everything you have and everybody you love is going to rise and fall in your life. The place that we have to find is a spiritual place where we are good with us. We trust us. I trust myself. I trust God, and I trust life, that whatever happens, I'm going to make happy out of it. I don't need specific things to happen.
Straight up. I think that Will is at the point. He's either going through humiliation ritual, or he's just simply searching for more. It's yet to be seen. Seeing what's happening with his kids. Like I said, he's at the very top of his career. Why would the man start rapping again? I don't think it's necessarily passion. I've been in Hollywood long enough to see, well, I can say the celebrity industry, not Hollywood specifically, but I've been in this influential life, the life in front of the cameras, for long enough to tell that when you do it as long as Will Smith, you don't do it because some shit is just a passion anymore. It's because you've been told to do it, or you have to do it to save yourself, unfortunately. So it's yet to be seen. I don't think it's random that we all just seeing Will Smith content for no reason. 2025 is everything but acting. I feel like there's powers that be to want to see Will Smith portray himself as more than an actor. And I can see a huge comeback in 2026, 2027, Will Smith in Hollywood. And people might say, oh, Will Smith, he doesn't need a combat dog. He's Will fucking Smith. He is Will fucking Smith. But honestly, Will Smith's not getting jobs as good as even Keanu Reeves. It takes some time to think about it. Will Smith is not in front of blockbuster movies anymore. And people might say he doesn't need it. Yes, he does. We assume these things because we're so used to seeing people be successful that we attribute to who they are today to where they were. You got to understand, being Will Smith, he understands he's not where he was. And he misses that clout. He misses that fame, especially with now that he's missing his children and wife. Let's be real. All he has is his career. And that's what he's going back to. At the end of the day, when you're a man, your kids grow up, and your wife is acting funny, you go back to the things that helped you attain those. And that's the hard work. That's the success. That's being the actor. Hell, that's even being the flamboyant. He's going right back. He's regressing. I see Will Smith going back to that little kid that's doing what it takes to make it, because that's all he knows. When you take away the illusions, you take away the family and everything, you got that young boy from Philadelphia that's willing to do anything to get everything. And I think he's back at that point. Interesting to see where it goes. I'm just advocating for my brother Will. I want the humiliation ritual to end before we start seeing a Shannon Sharpe situation and a gay sex tape come out. I'm just telling you the way it's heading. I just see something. It's very odd to me. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say without putting myself in the position to get sued. Let's be real. But please like, comment, subscribe. I'm starting to drop more like I used to. I've gotten a flow on things, if you can't tell. Started to learn how to release these videos through my schedule. So we're good. We're going to keep coming as long as you guys keep watching. And I appreciate you so much. As my sign says in the background, the world is yours. So let's get it. See you on the next one. Thank you.